Can you believe it? Ski legend Lindsey Vonn is back. After retiring due to relentless injuries and surgery, she's hitting the slopes again at 40. But what inspired her return, and how far can she go? If you're as excited as we are, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned to find out. 5 years ago, Lindsey Vonn retired from ski racing, her career ending largely due to an aching right knee that had endured multiple surgeries and high-speed crashes. The strain became too much, forcing Vonn, who had amassed 3 Olympic medals and 82 World Cup victories, to step away from the sport. "My career ended with no intention of coming back," Vonn shared in a recent interview, but everything changed 7 months ago when Vonn underwent right knee replacement surgery. Just 10 weeks post-operation, she found herself skiing again, and for the first time in years, pain-free. "I had a smile so wide it was coming through the back of my helmet," Vonn said. In a turn of events that Vonn, 40, called amazing and definitely not planned, she will rejoin the United States ski team on Friday with hopes of racing on the World Cup circuit this winter, perhaps as soon as next month. Vonn, who has privately logged 15 days of on-snow race training in Europe and New Zealand since August, said she would participate in the U.S. ski team's training sessions at Copper Mountain in Colorado that begin on Saturday, focusing on the speed disciplines of Super G and downhill. Vonn is trying to join a growing list of professional athletes, including the NFL quarterback Tom Brady, who won a Super Bowl at 43, Serena Williams, who left tennis just days before her 41st birthday with 23 Grand Slam titles, and Tiger Woods, who won the Masters tournament at 43, who extended their careers into their 40s. "I'm trying not to get too far ahead of myself because I have quite a few hoops to jump through," Vonn said. She added, "Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't hope to be racing. I have aspirations. I love to go fast. How fast can I go? I don't know, but I'm not gonna put myself in a position to fail. My goal is to enjoy this, and hopefully that road takes me to World Cup races. I wouldn't be back on the US ski team if I didn't have intentions." Returning to the Olympic Games for a 5th time could be part of Vonn's future in 15 months. The alpine races of the 2026 Winter Olympics will be held in Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy, where Vonn won 12 World Cup races from 2008 to 2018. Asked about a potential Olympic appearance, Vonn reiterated the need to make consistent racing progress, but she did not discount the prospect of another Olympic berth. "I've always enjoyed racing in Cortina, and I've had a lot of success in Cortina," she said. "I don't know what the next few months and the next year and a half hold for me, so I can't say right now if it's a possibility." Vonn then paused and added, "But I think everyone knows how much I love Cortina. I'm not trying to prove anything." At the same time, Vonn seemed eager to define the motivations for her comeback. "I'm not chasing anything. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone," she said, adding, "With what I've done in my career, I'm thankful I can be in this position. I don't have any pressure. It's just me and the mountain like it was in the beginning." Vonn also mentioned her mother, Linda Crone, who died 2 years ago of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Crone suffered a stroke giving birth to Lindsey that left her with some paralysis in her left leg since she was a teenager. Vonn has often talked about the daily challenges her mother faced and did so again last week. "I've always had a different perspective because of her," Vonn said in a halting, tearful voice. "I always feel I have a responsibility to myself and to her to live every day to my maximum potential and never have any regrets. I feel now that I would regret it if I didn't try." In the short term, Vonn, the only American woman to win an Olympic gold medal in downhill, is hoping to use the Copper Mountain sessions to reacquaint herself with the aerobic demands of downhill and Super G racing. "I have done jumps already and 60-second Super Gs, but I haven't done a full-length course," she said. "I definitely have to get through that next step in order to really make a solid plan going forward." She added that she had hopes that I could do something at the Women's World Cup races in Beaver Creek, Colorado on December 14 and 15. Vonn could act as a forerunner to the competition when skiers who are not racing test the course in the minutes before the start. Vonn's next goal could be using a wildcard registration, which gives race exemptions to former Olympic and world champions, to enter the World Cup Super G races on December 21 and 22 in St. Moritz, Switzerland, and Jerusalem. Everything felt so different. In April, when she was being wheeled into yet another operating room for knee surgery, Vonn insisted that she had no ambition to be racing this year or in any future year. Among other issues, she had not been able to straighten her right leg for nearly a decade, which led to problems with her hip, back, and neck as well. "I was having the surgery because I was at the end of the road," Vonn said, describing a procedure when Dr. Martin Roche removed 3 millimeters of bone and replaced it with titanium. "I had the hope of being able to lead a life that was pain-free." Within a month of the surgery, Vonn could straighten her right leg, and during rehabilitation gym sessions, she discovered she could execute leg strengthening drills she had not been able to do for 8 years. "Everything felt so different," Vonn said. It was not long before Vonn wondered how the knee would hold up on a ski slope. When a casual free ski outing went well, she contacted her former coach Chris Knight and, along with Patrick Rimmel, a longtime US ski team coach and official who now works for one of Vonn's sponsors, Red Bull, they headed to New Zealand in late August. "I had been able to get stronger by then and could really start pushing my knee, and all that went really well," Vonn said. "I was doing 15 runs. I haven't done 15 runs in one day since my mid-20s. Another 3 weeks of training in Sölden, Austria, followed in October. Talks with the US ski team ensued shortly thereafter. Vonn, who first made the national team 22 years ago, will be joining a roster that is much different than the one she knew during her prime. Back then, Vonn was the star of the women's program, a role now filled by Michaela Schifrin, who eclipsed Vonn's World Cup records in 2023 and has won the most alpine races in history. When Vonn was asked if that dynamic would take some getting used to, she answered, "No, for sure not. I'm really excited to be back on the team with her and the rest of the girls." Speaking of Schifrin, she added, "I think it's amazing what she's done for the sport, and I'm really excited to be her teammate again. Used to you." Vonn will also return to a Women's World Cup circuit where the average age of a racer is 26 years old. That does not dissuade Vonn. She pointed to the NBA superstar LeBron James, who will turn 40 on December 30. "He's still out there crushing it," she said. "Hurtling down an icy race course at 70 miles an hour is not the same as playing basketball." And while Vonn agreed, she said, "The risk has always been there my whole career." She added, "I'm not someone who is afraid. No one is immune to the dangers of downhill skiing, but I love it, and that's a risk I'm willing to take." Vonn, who has had a long friendship with Roger Federer, the tennis legend who retired at 41, last week recounted a conversation she had with him about knowing when it is time to walk away. "He said something that kind of stuck with me," Vonn said. "He said, I squeezed every drop out of the lemon that I had. There was nothing left for me to give. And I felt like I had done that in my career. I pushed myself as hard as I could, but I feel like I have more juice in my lemon now." If you enjoyed this update on Lindsey Vonn's incredible comeback, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a story like this. Comment below with your thoughts on her return. Can she make it back to the Olympics? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.